Well, it is March. And it's hard to believe, but that means that it's been almost an entire year since many of us started working remotely. When it comes to working from home, some people love it, some people hate it. I personally kind of like it, but I find it has its pros and cons. But anyway, I wanted to make a video sharing some of what I've learned after a year of working from home. So without further ado, let's march forth. It's time for Ricky's tips and tricks on how to successfully work from home and not die. It's time for Working from Home, a guide with Ricky. Top 10 things you need to know about working from... You won't believe these 5 working from home hacks that this person... Alright, the title of this video is a work in progress. Let's just get into the video part. Disclaimer, the things shared in this video are things based on my personal experience. Everyone's different. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I think it's very important to have a daily routine to give yourself, I'd say, at least an hour before you start your workday, to wake up and just take in the new day before just jumping right into work. My personal routine is I like to wake up early around 6 and go for a run. Then I come back, take a shower, and read for a while, then make some coffee and have breakfast, and then get started with my workday. Now, do I do that exact routine every morning? No, I do not. But on the days I do, I usually feel like more energized and more ready to start my workday by the time 9 o'clock rolls around. So you might ask, why don't you do that every day? I don't know. It's a good question, because it's cold and getting up is hard. One of the toughest things, probably for everyone, but for me, is staying focused and being productive. Here are a few things that I found for myself that help with productivity. Start by planning out your day. I like to just make a little list, even in the Notes app on my computer, of a few projects I'm working on, and just to kind of have an overview of what the day is going to look like. Also, I use the Google Calendar to set reminders for when things are due or when I want to be done a certain project. And identify time wasters. So like for me, YouTube, having the YouTube tab open, or like my Instagram is bad. Close those things down. Health tip number 1, hide the snacks. If there's like cookies or something and you know the box is just over there, it's so easy when you're walking by to just grab one. So I find that if I put it up in a high place, in a cupboard or something that's hard to get to, I'm less likely to eat those cookies. Pro tip. Health tip number 2, drink lots of water. I'll often realize that it's like 2:30 in the afternoon and I haven't taken a single drink of water yet. That's bad. It's not good. So one thing that helps me is keep track of the water I drink and see if I can drink 12 cups in a day, like my watch recommends. And health tip number 3 is get up and stretch or walk around after sitting in the same place for an hour. Again, gotta thank my watch for this one. It reminds me every hour to get up and walk around, so I listen. And then it's great because after doing that, I get a little notification that says the move alert has been cleared, and that's a great sense of accomplishment. It's like checking something off the list. It feels good, plus you're getting exercise, you're staying healthy, and you're not slowly dying, because everybody knows that sitting for long periods of time is slowly killing us all. These are things that you need to own if you are working at home. First, invest in a good chair. If you're spending most of your waking hours sitting in front of a screen, you want the thing you're sitting on to be good quality. You want it to be able to lean back for no reason in particular, go up and down so that comfort levels are maximized, and of course, it needs to swivel. Invest your money in a good chair, you won't regret it. Also, you need a pair of wireless Bluetooth headphones. This will really come in handy when you're on video calls. If you need to leave your chair for something, say go fill your glass of water, you can go do that and not miss any of the call. And you can avoid getting absolutely dog-leashed. And lastly, and this one's probably more just for me, not necessarily for everybody, but you need to have a good pair of slippers and a house coat. Some mornings I'm just so cold and it's the only way I can warm up. A blanket is a good substitute for a house coat, but a house coat is like a blanket you can wear. And this is actually one of the benefits of working from home, because if I was in the office, I wouldn't wear my house coat to work. Working from home, who cares? Always have a big bowl of casserole or something in the fridge for lunch. It's much easier to just be able to microwave something and eat it rather than spending time and energy preparing something. I also would recommend eating away from your desk. Eat at the kitchen table, and that can be a bit of time that you're not in front of the screen. Now, do I listen to this advice? No, I do not. Normally, I watch a YouTube video. So, do what I say, not what I do. Another thing, you can save on laundry when you're working from home by wearing the same article of clothing multiple times. I mean, it's fine. You're not moving around. You're not sweating. The thing you have to watch out for is if you're on video calls a lot, just don't wear the same thing 2 days in a row. If you skip a day, nobody can prove that you didn't do laundry in that in-between day. Keep a nice hat close by at all times. That way, if you need to join a video call and you're having a bad hair day, you're covered. And lastly, make sure you empty the dishwasher in the morning. That way, throughout the day, you can put any dirty dishes right into the dishwasher and you don't have to worry about them piling up on the counter. Well, I think that's all I got. If you're someone who's been working from home, I'd love if you'd leave a comment down below and tell me something that you found to work, or a tip or something that you've picked up. Yeah, leave a comment below. And I'd love to see your thoughts. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been the 10 top tips and tricks to working from home with Ricky during this pandemic. Man, I'm bad at titles.